Oh, right. This. Was this over on our Discord, and then Means transcribed it over to here for Zandy Cheeks? Can you, this is definitely a question for you, can you give a breastfeeding cat diarrhea medication like antibiotics, or should I go a more home remedy approach? That is out of the question. So antibiotics will pass through.
Depends on the medication. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that you can just Google the specific medication and it will tell you whether or not it's safe. But for the most part, anything you give the nursing mom is going to pass through to the kittens. It's just about whether or not it's a kitten safe thing. Like there are certain flea meds you can give and you cannot give nursing mothers.
Right.
There's cannot. But as far as diarrhea meds, it depends on what you're giving, I think.
Yeah. I personally would say if
and it also depends on how big the kittens are. Like if they're newborns, maybe not, but if they're kittens like this age, probably not a big deal because it's probably something that they could be given as well if they had diarrhea.
Right.
And they're probably not getting that much milk because they're also eating food, blah, 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 you know? So yeah, without knowing exactly what it is, I can't really answer that.
Yeah, I mean, like isolating the cause of the diarrhea is really a question that needs to be answered first, because it could just be dietary. Like, you might just need to change that
like
diet.
If they're giving an antibiotic or something, then they know, or at least they have a good idea of what it is. Like, did they get a fecal test?
I mean, they
know if it's parasites or like.
It sounds like they didn't do any vet stuff, so we don't know that because it was expensive. Means followed it up with whatever is making the mom sick is also getting to the kittens anyway, so at that point you would need to put a coat on and bottle feed.
That depends. I mean, on yeah, if it's something like a parasite, then the kittens are going to be exposed to it regardless of whether or not they're breastfeeding. Like they're going to be exposed to the parasite just being from the mom, you know. So bottle feeding them isn't really necessarily going to do any good. And remember, kittens get mom's antibodies. You know, if they have a virus or something like that, they're going to get antibodies from mom, which is going to be helpful for their immune systems. So it's not necessarily true that you would want them to stop nursing and bottling. It all depends, you know, on the situation. So without knowing, like you said, what's causing it or what kind of medication you're trying to give, the hard thing to answer.